Hi, boys and girls. We've moved back inside. It got very chilly the other day after we made the video for you guys. It was quite chilly.
It was crazy.
Right. We were outside playing, and then all of a sudden this wind blew in, and then we were freezing.
I was playing with lightsabers.
At least Cece gave me some clothes.
One of her friends borrowed her some clothes because we were pretty far away, social distance chatting, and we had to walk home, and it was chilly, and so Erin borrowed a sweatshirt.
Playing.
We were trying, yes, because sometimes we have to social distance and see other people, but just in a safe way. Today, we are going to be reading a classic that I know you all know, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, because we got exciting news. So in the mail today, we got our very own little cup. We got a little bit of a glare. Let me see what I can do here. Turn. There's still a glare. There's a caterpillar. Oh, there's some more caterpillars. They said that it would have this webbing going on. You can see how it's kind of like a spider web all the way around there. They said that they start to do that. They also said the caterpillars are going to grow very large, very, very quickly.
And here's some, and like this more.
The food is inside, so those are that brown little,
This is actually the caterpillar's food down here. So they said they don't need anything except for to be in this jar for the first week or so that we have them until they start to form their cocoon or chrysalis at the top of the lid. So we're going to watch these. I'll show them to you as they go.
And put them in the,
into another little habitat that we have for him.
I can go grab it.
That's okay. You can show it to him later when they get to be a little bit bigger.
It's huge.
We also, maybe Augie, you could run down and grab the praying mantis egg sac. It's in.
Is it in the giant cage?
In the smaller cage, but be very careful bringing it up.
Okay.
Because there's hundreds of babies
inside this egg sac. So it's not that exciting to look at right now because you can't see anything except for this egg sac, but I might be interesting for you to see it as it starts. And then once the praying mantises hatch, then you can see what they look like when they hatch in comparison to what the egg sac looked like. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Augie's bringing that guy up, but in the meantime...
I'm right here.
Oh, here he comes. So we have this little cage, and in the top of it, you'll see that, like, little...
glob thing.
Yeah, it looks like a little blob, but we have it hanging up there because it apparently, as the little baby nymphs is what they're called, they hatch, they like to fall down from the egg sac. So we have ours hanging up there.
And they are cannibals, so we might not cannibalistic, so we might not have as many.
Feel free to ask your parents about cannibalism and what that means. Sorry, parents. It does mean that sometimes when they're super hungry, they would eat each other rather than eating food or starving to death. They would go ahead and eat each other, which is crazy. So once they start to hatch, it says that we have to feed them pretty quickly, and they are carnivores, which means they eat other insects.
That's why we keep them separate.
Yes, you can't have the praying mantis in with the caterpillars. That would be a bad thing. However, it did also say that the praying mantis could take up to like 8 to 12 weeks to hatch. So I have a feeling this is what it's going to look like for a long time.
We'll show them to you when they do hatch.
Yes. And the exciting news is, though, that the caterpillars will keep us busy, hopefully, until something starts to change with the praying mantis. Because the caterpillars should only take maybe a week or so until we start to see them forming a chrysalis and things happening there with their metamorphosis, their change.
And then we'll only have 3 weeks until they bust out of their chrysalis into a young butterfly.
Some interesting things will happen in the Sullivan household. Running a zoo.
Literally.
I'll tell you all of the pets we have. A hedgehog, a dog, a cat, a turtle.
And the caterpillars
The caterpillars and the
praying mantis.
And that's enough.
6.
That's enough.
Wait.
So,
All right. The very hungry caterpillar.
We showed.
Such a favorite. You guys could probably read along with me. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There's that little eggy.
It's that white thing.
Mm-hmm. Our caterpillars have already passed this stage in the butterfly life cycle. On Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of an egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar.
that's like ours are. I saw one when we got him, and when I walked away for a little bit, and like a few minutes later, I swear it like doubled in size.
Growing caterpillars.
And plus, if they aren't moving, you have to go like that.
Turn it sideways and roll it to make sure none of them are dead. If any of them fall, and they're dead. But if they move after they fall, then they're not dead.
We watched a
Yeah.
lot of videos on how to properly care for caterpillars and praying mantises this morning. Can you tell? We just want to make sure we're good pet owners.
Yeah, we are.
He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. Count them, Aaron.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But he
Was
still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 slice of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon.
Yum.
Whoa.
But except I won't eat the cake unless it's moist. What?
The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and he felt much better. I forgot to mention on this day, after eating all that food that night, he had a stomach ache. But on Sunday, he ate through that nice piece of green leaf, and he started to feel much better. Now, he wasn't hungry. Now, he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar.
Like that.
Okay, step back.
I'm pretty sure we have a stuffed animal of a caterpillar. Like the front has like a cat face, and then it's.
I don't know of that, but if you find it, we can definitely show it. He built a small
I know
house.
where it is.
Go. He's built a small house called a cocoon around himself and stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed himself out. I believe the science word too would be a chrysalis.
Yeah.
He was a beautiful butterfly. Flap, flap, flap. And that's the end. The very hungry caterpillar takes us through. Oh, a cat. A pillar. Now I get what you're saying. The front looks like a cat. I think it's all supposed to just be a caterpillar.
But its face kind of looks like a cat.
Got it. And I don't know of any caterpillars that look this colorful.
Yeah, and plus, this is a tiny butterfly coming through this. These are all traps.
They're supposed to be help you with your buttons, snaps, and ties.
And zippers.
But I think we've mastered all of these in the Sullivan household, even tying. So I think
But this one's not.
we'll have to undo it.
I can do it.
All right.
It's a really hard.
Side note, got distracted in the Sullivan household. So we just went through the caterpillar life cycle. What I'd like you to do is draw me a picture of the life cycle of a caterpillar, much like you drew the life cycle of a bee a few weeks ago. What you can do is you can take out a paper plate or draw a circle on a piece of paper and then tell me the life cycle of a butterfly, how it all happens. Starts with that little egg laying on the leaf. Then what happens? It turns into a tiny little caterpillar, then a big fat caterpillar, then it makes that cocoon or chrysalis, then it pops out and is a butterfly. That butterfly does what then?
Then it lays an egg.
Then it lays the egg and it goes back to the egg.
A bunch of eggs and then
the cycle keeps going.
Yeah.
and it dies on its journey from Mexico and back.
Those are monarch butterflies, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know what type of butterfly we have.
These are painted ladies? Or is that a flower? Painted something.
Painted
lady butterflies.
I believe that's right. Does it say? No, but I read it. I believe it's painted ladies.
Painted lady
Or just
butterflies.
painted butterflies. One or the other. But we will show you our caterpillars as they go on our journey. Whenever we notice any big monumental changes, we'll bring them on the video so you guys can see right along with us.
And the praying mantises.
And the praying mantis, but those might take a while. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of little praying mantis. Because apparently the egg sac holds how many?
Like 1,000.
No, I thought it was like 100.
100.
Either way, a lot of little bugs.
100 to like 1,000.
Yeah, it's 100.
That's a very wide span of numbers. Either way, it's a lot of little nymph bugs, small, teeny, tiny bugs. All right, you guys write up your life cycle of a butterfly, and on the Google Classroom site, there are links to those mystery science lessons that have to do with forces. There's also some mystery science links on there. If you get into the mystery science program, you'll see there's some lessons on spring and even flowers. So this week we're going to continue talking about flowers and planting, and this would be a good opportunity for you to check out that mystery science site and see what's available. All right? Have fun, get some work done, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!